Hello, Doctor Who fans. I am Doctor Who commentator here to provide you my personal fan commentary on Doctor Who. Excuse me. No, never mind disclaimers, because this is just going to get blocked on Not anyway, so let's get on with it. The Haunting of Villa Diodati. I've had a hard time trying to remember that. So, here we are, Lake Geneva, June 1816, where great literary minds are gathered. I honestly thought that baby was a doll at first. I'm not joking, I genuinely thought that was a doll in the first few minutes. And again, like I've been saying, it's not with the Doctor. It's not opening with the Doctor. It's opening with these completely new characters who we've never seen before. But we know some of them. Mary Shelley, Lord Byron. Those are the only ones I know. Oh, I'm not great at history. I didn't even know Mary Shelley until this episode. And all they're gonna do is read some stories. Gonna work on the impression these are one of his stories. It's the only thing I can think of. But what else? Tales of the Dead. They sit patiently. the valet just rolling his eyes. And he's just talking while that woman, I think the maid or nurse, nanny rather, or whatever, just taking the child. Oh, something's trying to get through. Yes, cry of dread. What else is there to talk about this? Oh, something actually is at the door. Yeah, because that would work today, wouldn't it? Infernal's on my doorstep. That's who it is, his villa. Okay. You have to be that frightening, don't you? Okay. Yes. Creeping. That's useful. Always do that. I do not know what to think of the lighting in this episode. I mean, I get the point, but I'm a kind of person who likes to see detail. Right, so, opening titles, so to my thoughts. A really nice episode, really creepy, and a really inventive use of the Cybermen. We've never quite seen, and that whole part of his face. I love that. The last time we actually really saw any part of the face before was Earthshock. And now, but this is even better than Earthshock, you really can see the humanity that's been gone from him. I'm like, see, the Haunting of Villa Diodati. Okay, got that right. Oh, but Christian Knoll didn't have any part in this. That's surprising. Okay. Yeah, not the welcome. Okay, nothing? Really?
Nothing? Weird.
Huh?
Might need a blow dryer.
Really?
Yes,
Is that psychic paper really requires that, does it? That's how it works, is it? That's just really confusing, that's all.
From whence one is going. Can we please just come in?
Wrong writer,
Please.
apparently. I don't know. Who knows, I don't understand any of that. Okay, hang on. Just gotta test this because I was having some problems with it at the beginning. Okay, it's fine. Yeah. Shelley, the creator of Frankenstein. Yep, no one mentioned that.
You'd be so kind.
Yeah. He pops up every now and again, doesn't he? Nobody. Nobody's not Byron. That's a really hot on rule, is it? So necessary. Oh, well, you know what's gonna happen, isn't it? Because it's just like Shakespeare, isn't it? Blind man's bluff.
What would you all care to drink?
We shall teach them the dance.
That could not be more stereotypical.
I detest all gossip, you understand?
Yes.
Utterly boring.
Yep.
Mary goes by Mrs. Shelley. She and Percy are married. Really
No, they're not. So this is actually a rather
company with Mary.
interesting way of putting a lot of history, kind of a good info dump of history. I'll say it, put it that way.
500 miles.
Oof. I'm very tired today. Oh, again, very bored valley.
I must pop to the little boy's room.
Desperately need the toilet.
It was marvellous. Has anyone not had a nose bit while
Yeah.
about writing?
A ghost story.
Spine-chilling ghost story of all time.
Is it though? I mean, surely Dracula's more spine-telling. And oh, have I read Dracula? Of course not. I watched the BBC drama. What do you think I am? Literate? This part here did make me question, were we actually watching a Cyberman story? Because I was very confused.
Good measure. So anyone's break? Mary? Or perhaps another quadrille? Let's just use the music.
Quadrille?
You brought the wall. Neptune.
Because obviously a Cyberman wouldn't be able to do that, so how on earth was that meant to work? But no, it was Cyberman and they incorporated it quite well. Although, thinking about it, I don't think they've really explained the
Why?
well, it's gonna come up, but the skeleton hand and the skull, they never really explained that. Is that meant to be Percy Shelley or whoever his name is? So is it something completely irrelevant? Have they just not bothered to explain it? Or is it further meant to be the point of maybe there are ghosts? I don't know, it just didn't make much sense. See right there. Why on earth did the... Okay, yeah. Okay, that can be explained by... but again, the hand! I mean, the skeleton, that's not making sense. I had to take a double take for a moment because I didn't notice the maid for a moment. And of course she's not explained, she's just put at the end as saying, maybe there are ghosts. And all I'm doing is thinking, is that meant to lead into something? And I'll say it now, I'm sure, or at least I'd like to think maybe others were thinking this too. All this whole thing of going down the same corridor over and over, what did it make me think? Legopolis. All this point I just thought of Legopolis. I mean, it's kind of a fun thing I suppose, just not having the two women explained, but I don't know, I get it. It's meant to leave things as a mystery, but I'm not sure I like that. I want everything rather explained. It's rather annoying that they didn't. So, well, painting's still there. So that pretty much establishes which part of the house they're in. Yeah, just noticing that detail.
Perhaps she's right.
Just don't know what else to talk about right now. There's nothing happening really other than this deep emotional bit.
Would you trade them for reliable and dark?
And the thing is, I can't really stop talking to see what they're talking about because I might get blocked by YouTube as a result. But other than the line, which I knew was coming up, trick of the light. So obvious, trick of the light. I saw that coming. And there's the hand. Did not see that coming. Hey, Doctor, scanning everywhere. And interestingly, that's not the first thing he wants to hear about, but oh well. You think Byron would be a bit curious?
Shelley's stuff too. He about.
Indisposed, I'm afraid.
Yes, indisposed, even though he's literally supposed to be there.
May I be candid?
But he isn't. No, he's candid.
Send a man out to fetch your carriage, but
Oh. No carriage. Ooh. Creepy. Oh, how do you get the notes that badly? Sorry, I mean, I've never played chopsticks, so I'm sure you're meant to move both fingers. Popular in the colonies. Ghosts, days of colonial wars. Sorry, my arm's acting up a bit. No, can't optimize that. I've forgotten this. Yeah, it's got to be Shelley. Sorry, I'm getting mixed up with a lot of who these people are. I mean, like him, the guy who's. At first, I was under the impression he was an insomniac, but get to the significant part, and obviously the idea is that he sleepwalks. Oh, scanning and looking. Okay, yeah, still looking. What on earth is she looking at? Oh, I've got to say. I mean, yeah, that's the. I guess that's the same thing you've got to ask with every sonic screwdriver, but still, what on earth does the Doctor look at? What part is the Doctor looking at when looking at the various sonic screwdrivers that they've had over the years to see what they're scanning?
I'm sensing there is sort of relentingly evil.
An evil in this house, which didn't quite make much sense, but nonetheless. Few years shy of a toilet. Yep, that's how you go to the toilet. Yeah, no Kazi.
Mrs. Shelley seems fatigued.
Yes, she is.
Thing to dance.
You're the one. Insult my visitor.
Oh, boy.
I beg your pardon.
He means perhaps you should take a rest. I'm
Yeah.
a physician. I'm in rude health. Did I say choose, sir?
Excuse me.
Sorry. He does this rather a lot.
I'm gonna assume he genuinely did.
He's challenging you to a duel.
Oh dear. No, no. No need for that. I love that.
Because there's going to be no duel. I absolutely forbid it.
Thing is, there is a lot of misconception. I mean, well, who would you? Well, if you were to have a duel, what would you rather fight with? I'm this on QI now, and interestingly, you were likely. Obviously, you were likely to die if you were had a duel by gun. But the actual point of a duel wasn't to kill someone. This is why dueling by swords was more common. All you had to do was draw first blood. That's all you had to do, and that's why duel by sword was certainly the more safer one, because all you had to do was cut them once, and that's it. Hey, so the hand is dead.
14th. No. 15th century. Touch more on my
Yeah.
name.
So you can tell the date of a hand by tasting it. Good, good. Okay, yeah, we've seen the Doctor do stuff like that before.
Nothing abnormal.
So, okay, so not abnormal. So this was the result of Perseus, or I'm just gonna say Shelley now because I can't tell if that's his actual. I can't remember if that's his actual name, but still.
How did it come to life?
So
then?
that was because of Shelley. Weird.
Well, you did say that.
Especially because they were in the glass tombs at some point.
There's evil.
Containers, rather, at some point. How's he manipulating it then?
Very well, I may
He brought evil. Byron brought evil into this house.
You keep an eye on Trigger Happy.
Yeah,
Me and you need to take it with you.
keep an eye on Trigger Happy. Luckily, he doesn't quite sleep properly. And the new chamber.
It's a collection.
A collection of dead things. It's not normal. I've actually always wanted a skull.
Dust and crops now grow where blood was spilled.
Yeah, crops now grow where blood is sort. Get to the.
What do you think?
Yeah, she really likes that helmet. And there it is. The soldier. Not everyone keeps a skeleton.
His final remains.
Yeah, except for
Gone.
one hand,
Both hands gone.
both hands,
Great. There's
and the
another
skull.
place. Keep your eyes peeled. Anything else strange happened since you've been here?
You
Returned. Shelley began having visions.
visions. See, now I just kind of want to know, is that true? Is that part of history? Was he having some bizarre dreams in some manner?
Well, when he didn't join us, my mind naturally wandered to the idea of resignation in town.
Shelley often retires to our chalet. To our right.
Yep. Okay,
Maison Chapeau. On the shore. We should probably
but
pop down.
is he there now? Who knows? Evidence would suggest he's meant to be there. And there's Ryan just reading whatever book he can get his hands on. And there,
You're like ninjas, you lot.
the woman and the little girl.
You know, love. Food. There's never any food.
They're just not explained at all.
You're a belter.
I am a bit curious. Are they supposed to be a mystery? Is this meant to lead into something later? Oh, I don't know. What's the point anymore?
Shelley describe it in more detail. Dark. Charred light.
And is this the book we're at?
Rising from Hades.
It's difficult with the volume turned completely down.
You can ask him more questions
See,
when he gets
right there. Just like Longopolis. Every time they did this, I completely thought of Longopolis. We went down to the top. I'm pretty sure that's... maybe that wasn't a complete line, but it's certainly similar.
Correct. But I'll probably come back to this now. Strictly for safety purposes.
Not because it suits me.
It really suits me. This
I don't think it does suit you, Doctor.
is it still there? Yeah. I can't. It's like it won't let me think.
This oh yeah, sorry, the feeling won't let her think, and so try to get out and back in. Although admittedly, Longopolis didn't do that. Didn't put you back in the same room you just walked out of, or whatever,
How many times now? Mrs. Doctor,
several times.
she must be right.
There's no exits. Nothing can escape.
Even an evil.
And is that a painting of anything? And there's Shelley as a ghost.
Oh, don't worry. We're great at sorting things out like this. There's always an explanation.
And Ryan's being a prat, as usual.
Was my
Oh,
Please tell me there's a real
crying child.
My son.
Yes,
I must get to him.
like any mother would. Naturally. Unfortunately. I am a bit curious how that happened, though. I mean, how did you... No. No. Sorry, that really would not have happened. When they were all in a group, I could understand it. clump together. But when they start separating, no. You literally cannot go from top to bottom to middle again.
Nowhere, pal.
Given what this was.
I'm on guard.
And there is sleepwalking. Very effectively. Okay, I've never seen someone sleepwalk before, so I don't know quite how they don't bump into things. But apparently I sleepwalked once. Okay, Doctor. Doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result is usually an example of insanity.
Like a dream.
Can you hear me? Papa, can you hear me? See, that would have been good for last week's podcast. Yeah. And now he's going through it. Same room again.
Seriously wrong with this cat.
Yeah, but not them.
I think I'm seeing dead people.
Hey, 6 cents. And now the flame trap. Why? I don't quite get. Well, gotta find out somehow. It'll be clear eventually. Just use the fireplace.
You two just need a spray tan and a kip, eh?
Yeah. What other kind of dead people are there? Using the fireplace. And they're gone.
They've gone now. And
But not coming back.
You had one job.
you're challenging by his ability.
To walk through walls.
Two. We just turned sort of zombie him.
But he's not exactly
It's a zombie.
zombie.
Walking, but it won't be that.
I am very curious where the myth of zombies actually came from now. Because obviously you've got all the films of where they come from, but where did the actual myth of the zombie come from? Or use her as a shield.
Be gone, demon.
Coward. Nothing wrong being a coward though. Pulse. Breath. He's merely asleep.
May I just say, you were quite lovely.
No,
Not now, Byron.
the lights are on. He's gone on a mini break.
Possessed.
No.
He walks in his sleep.
He's just asleep.
Sleepwalk through walls.
Not just through.
No.
He was downstairs a second ago. What you said before.
No, he wasn't.
Not being lovely.
Back up.
Not that.
Demon.
No, not the demon.
No, we aren't. He is. So he can.
Yep, coming through the wall.
The illusion.
Illusion.
It's more than that. We're surrounded.
Yeah,
Immersed.
immersed in it. It's just pure illusion. When it was starting to go, because we already just saw that glowing figure, and at that point I was thinking maybe it's the Cyberman, a Cyberman rather. At that point I was actually thinking maybe this is something being created by that Cyberman, and it's turned out no, not exactly.
Hidden from our eyes.
Well, now they can see, apparently, sort of. I'm a bit
Coming for William.
curious. Okay, they found the door, but I'm a bit curious why things still aren't forming around them. But hey ho, gotta have some liberty somewhere, I suppose. That very much depends on the house, yes. Is the baby there?
William, my darling.
Oh no, it's the skull and the hand. Now he's awake.
I suspect I must have missed something.
Yes, you did miss something, mate.
Yes, but you showed us how to get out of this room.
Exactly.
Hallway. Before I descended the stairs.
Now they're there. So, have they not already found parts of the way out of it? Oh yeah, all they had to do was go through that wall, didn't they?
Yes. We just have to tell ourselves. Walk through the door.
And that's where the door should be, apparently. And there it is. But apparently won't let them escape. So okay, how is that happening? Because I'll buy the idea that he's moving stuff, but
Right, but not out.
he can't move film. He can't put his hand through a solid glass. Come on. It doesn't work.
Because you couldn't get in.
He couldn't get in.
Such thing. Could this be hell?
No, not hell.
Be deceased.
No, you're not deceased. Heaven.
This keeps on folding
That'd be quite hot.
itself as well.
The house is falling out. And I've got to find some stuff to talk about because it's not really at the interesting part yet.
Panic room.
In 1860.
A panic room. But the panic room is designed to keep things out.
Volcanic ash covering the sunlight. Weather went haywire. What if something came here that caused a major disaster? Or what?
Okay, that's not making sense to a lot of them. But this is where Mary Shelley's gonna get her inspiration, obviously. There it is. Yep, that did immediately make me think, okay, yeah, sure, the Cybermen must be in this one.
Rising from Hades.
Because still confusion. Will there be Cybermen? Won't there be Cybermen? Who knows?
It's not vision.
And there it is. Yeah. And that was interesting. It said moving through time, so they are still very much time travelers, the Cybermen. It's always a confusing part with them. They can travel through time. And there it is. You, the Guardian. Gotta try and keep quiet during this. Oh, did say Jack. It's just... Sorry, it's just that when I first heard this, I was convinced Yaz said John's warning. I thought she got the name wrong, but no, she did say Jack. And of course, this is about the lone Cyberman. Don't give the Cyberman what he wants. And I am curious, does that mean Jack was the one that put it through time? Took it into the past, maybe? Because that sounds like it's the only way he would have known.
Whatever he came for is hidden here.
So, this obviously leads into the two-part final, where we get a new Lord of Cybermen. And that is a very original thing to do, so we've never seen that, and it seems so obvious. A Frankenstein-like Cyberman. Because there are multiple. It is mostly the most recent Cyberman design, but you've even got the old-fashioned Mondasian Cyberman arm, and we finally see his face, which is great. He was annoying. The lighting was annoying me a bit at the start,
No way back.
because
We'll not lose anyone else to that.
you couldn't really see it. Whew. Doctor's angry. Doctor won't let anyone die again. And here's the valet. Again. Ugh. Oh, so creepy. Again, we've never seen the Cybermen so creepy before. I mean, their very intention was, their creation was creepy to begin with. I mean, they originated out of, for those who don't know, they originated out of the idea of pacemakers, actually. Interestingly enough, about the idea that we could be slowly replacing parts of our body with augmented limbs and all that. There was this whole fear about replacing our entire bodies, but we don't quite have that kind of fear anymore. This is why when Russell T Davies brought them back, he decided to base it more on connected to our mobile phones in a way that we're constantly being upgraded. And oof, killed her right there. But I am still curious why he didn't kill the baby. He was so happy to kill everything else. I mean, admittedly, killing a baby is a bit extreme. Probably wouldn't have gone down well, but still. Yes, you will be like us in the future.
We are not safe here. It could possibly.
Well, you're not safe anywhere, to be honest.
Doctor told us to be.
Technically,
Doctor.
she only told us not to follow her.
Yeah, but that's still the same thing.
It's split up.
You know that's the same thing. See, I was beginning to think the baby was the guardian that he was looking for, but obviously not.
Tell me what you're after.
And here we are.
To help.
The usual thing. The stoic doctor.
Gonna be under there.
The lone villain.
You know what it looks like.
And then again, this is a very different Cyberman to what we're used to. Of course, that is the point. They're meant to be. Oh no, how did he not know that? See, how does the Cybermen usually can recognize the Doctor instantly?
Interesting hope.
They scan the hearts.
Halfway through or something.
But this one didn't know. Didn't work.
Embarrassing. Time hop took a lot of juice.
About to see the end of this Iron Man Cyberman soon.
Still feel things then. No inhibitor yet.
Nope. Yeah. No inhibitor. It does make me wonder how far cybernized he is, because, like I said, didn't know, so maybe that's meant to be an example of how far cybernized he's become.
Anything's possible.
You know, I said that was a Mondasian arm. Maybe that's kind of the point. Because, actually, you know what? Thinking about it, you see Lytton being, when he was cybernized,
On the walls.
and,
And all of these papers.
oh god, what was the episode called? Okay, well, the 20th anniversary Cyberman episode, I can't remember what it's called now, but you all know the one I'm talking about, the one that reintroduced Cyber Controller. I'm just thinking of all those people being cybernized like Lytton, and I'm pretty sure he might have had arm just like that. And recharging.
Figuring out how to
Just like 4 with Iron Man.
an extremely sophisticated and probably unlimited external power source.
Yeah, external power source. Whoa. He looked so much taller there. Oh, that's not good. Now they're underground. Well, they appear underground. It was kind of confusing by the end of it. And oh, great. Just what you need.
Okay? Miss Claire?
It's Cleveland. But should have brought some matches. Not. Nope, not the Guardian. Oh dear. Siberium. Never heard of that before. Something new. Still scanning.
Pen of some kind.
So, oh dear. This got me a bit. This did kind of confuse me. This initially made me think which he was Shelley, but evidently not. Oh, I completely talked over the bit where they were going through into the room, were they? Because I talked so much I didn't even notice they went into the room. See, this is where the lighting's great. Okay, because I like now being able to see that detail.
I heard its full breath.
But hey, her candle's been lit again. And okie dokie. Are they gonna see him on that flip? And there he is, hiding. I'm sorry. Has to keep it in. Oh, I am so sorry if you're hearing that. That's the storm outside. Percival Shelley. Yeah. So I'm confused. Is he connected to the Siberium? Is that how he's able to know who has it?
You go this way.
I don't know. And there she goes. Yeah. Again, if you're hearing all that knocking, that's actually the storm outside. That baby was incredibly still. I'm just saying, that looked like a complete lump, a rock or something, and then the moment the blanket came off, that baby was incredibly still. May as well have been asleep.
Mr. O'Brien needs you in the cellar at once.
Yeah, they found him. Graham O'Brien.
Do you want to listen, or do you want to listen to them?
Yeah, taking charge now.
You were supposed to die. Neither are you, so please let's not unravel anything else.
Nah.
Hide and stay
Yeah,
there.
exactly. Now this is the Doctor really trying to keep things in check here, I've realised. Because that is important. You've got to keep the timelines intact now, and obviously that's going to make a very big point in the future. I mean, it is actually a great way they end it, really. It is an impossible choice. It's better than with Rose.
Too big to register. For my readings,
Too big to register.
it's something called a Siberium.
Yeah, it's called a Siberian. And he is the protector, so he knows what it is. He's got a lot of knowledge in his head now. And a lot of powers because of the Siberium. I was getting confused. Was she saying... Obviously I'm going to be talking of this, so I can't remember now, but... Is the Siberium supposed to be...
Is it you?
Give the impression the Siberium was Cyberman technology, so... I don't quite get why it wanted to be with the Doctor afterwards. What made the Doctor so special? There's Mary. Oh, and now doing the whole Vulcan mind meld thing.
How is that?
It is an interesting point, isn't it? That they obviously stole that. And when I say they, I mean way back in the 70s. It was obviously stolen from Star Trek, but now they have to somehow make it their own. Ooh, that's bad. Ooh, had to study it.
I returned.
Yep.
I was changed.
Not quite sure why.
No one could see me. It hid itself in me and hid me within the villa.
Okay, alright, fair enough, but
It manipulated all of our perceptions.
Since the quicksilver has taken hold of me,
why are you seeing it now?
symbols and numbers, they will not leave my head, no matter
And he's got to write symbols in his head.
Symbols were all over his room. All over the walls.
the house was like shifting sands.
And he was constantly shifting it.
Solitude here. In the dark. What happened to him?
I'm going with alien.
But
Cyber technology. The
yeah,
knowledge
but
of the whole cyber race and
why?
from the future.
If
Considering the knowledge
sorry, I'm just thinking. Okay, it was hiding him. Okay, but why is it revealing him now? Doesn't make any sense.
Rage. Fear.
And he's seeing the whole cyber war.
the Siberium is burning through his mind. with the strong
That's what
stable longer.
Cybermen human wars do.
The Siberium
They result in very damning wars.
strategy, decision-making.
Because the Cybermen believe everyone should be like them.
Someone took it from the Cybermen, sent it back
And Star Trek's completely stole the idea. With the Borg.
attempt to protect it from that.
So it's cyber AI, but it doesn't want to be with the Cybermen? Oh, I don't get that.
Warning! Jack is in here now, stuck in a house.
Yeah, Jack isn't here.
There's a supercomputer fused.
And he's probably not going to be back till next series if the rumours are right.
The Cybermen have what it wants. I know.
Don't let
Enemies
it,
will rise.
don't let it happen.
Shelley's gonna die if that stuff stays inside.
Yeah,
One life against all those
it'll die. Do you want that? Want him to die?
His thoughts, his words,
Ooh.
inspire and influence thousands.
This is actually a very important book, because obviously they're talking about
That will happen future history.
one life to save the sacrifice one to save the thousands, which usually when you have these things, when it's like, it's always very cheesy. It's always, what's my
In a blink,
person's
the future will not be
life so unimportant. The thing is, now we've got a person who is. I'm glad they're doing it this way. It's not a case of just that he's important to someone, it's that he is important to the timeline. He is a fixed point in time, essentially.
You want to call it? Do it now. All of you.
But oof, and none of them can do it. That's what I thought.
Because sometimes this team structure isn't flat. It's mountainous. with
That is very David Tennant she's doing right now.
alone. Left to choose.
I like that.
Save the
So-
others.
Sometimes I don't always win.
Watch people burn now or tomorrow. Sometimes even I can't win.
Oof. I mean, it's just great. It is the impossible situation. And that's what great writing does. When you know that they're in an impossible... your characters are in an impossible situation. Release it. Yeah, it's not him he's interested in, it's the Siberian. The Siberian knows what to do.
It's not obeying you.
It doesn't want you. That's not gonna help.
What's your name, sir?
And that would change the timeline anyway.
Your names? You several men. Composite of parts.
Yeah, so that's how she got her idea.
Yet I still see a soul in them.
No, there isn't.
What do you think you see, child?
Wow.
I see the man.
An emotional Cyberman. I like this Cyberman. He's gonna have an interesting toy made of him, isn't he? Yes. He was a father.
Didn't want to be this way. They hurt you.
Yeah. That's why they still have the teardrop eye ducts. That is the one thing that seems to have lost. I mean, as far as I know, it only appeared on one or two designs of the classic series Cyberman. And
Wish to kill.
ever since it came back, it seems the designers really liked it, so thought it made sense to keep it there. And he remembers his name. Great. This part really did actually throw me through a loop for a moment. Slit their throats. God, that is genuinely frightening. I mean, I'm glad they did that chicken switch, but that
Transformed in death.
we know what I mean. I'm glad they didn't do that. I'm glad they didn't have that reform bit because it would have just been too obvious. Too cheesy, possibly too obvious. I don't know how to describe it, but and I don't quite understand what she did there.
Siberian. It's leaving his body.
I don't quite. Did she change his memory or something? Ugh, I don't quite get it. That.
Reset the house. Shelley needs
Nonetheless, house is free now.
the Siberian.
And now what? Oh, he's gonna get it, but oh, it wants the doctor.
And it chooses me. Interesting. Time Lord magnetism. Looks like I'm the true guardian.
Doesn't want the Cyberman. Oh no!
With those execution threats.
Again,
I can feel it.
not really gonna work. And besides, the doctor can okay, yeah. Technically, you can kill a Time Lord before regeneration. We've already seen that happen with the Doctor. Wait, no. Sorry, that was the shape-shifting robot thing, but okay. And again, time-altering events. And they've had that power the whole time?
16. It can't.
Have they literally always had that power?
Don't listen to him. I can't be sure. I can't
No.
miss this planet.
Cyberman doesn't care about changing the timeline, although it probably should. But if I remember correctly, the Cybermen have never really truly understood the repercussions of changing the timelines.
Giving it what it wants.
And it's gone. Back on its ship. Getting back to the war. Although,
All time your trick, not on
here's the thing though.
Pushed his mind to his future death.
The Cybermen have time travel.
Let him go.
Surely the humans don't.
Survived the trauma.
Alright. I would have thought the Cybermen would have had an advantage over the humans. That's just...
It means I put it in the greatest danger.
just all. Excuse me.
Saving Shelley was step one. What's
Yes.
step two? Fix the mess I created in
Yeah, so she was always going to create the mess. Now she needs to fix it.
Go to the future. Find him.
Find him.
Him from
Stop him.
rebuilding the cyber army. Shelley.
But he's gonna do it. We've already seen the photos. Just not in great detail, which I would love to see. I would love to see the photos of these new Cybermen in greater detail. And it's sunny now. Now the weather is okay. There's finally a summer. And Byron's a dick. Byron's a dick.
Who would like to care for my presence, belittled my thoughts and opinions,
Oof.
and then proceeded to use my person as a human shield.
I can already see a certain section of YouTubers who pretend to like this show, claiming this is an anti-male show, when in reality they're just highlighting that he's a dick. Byron's a dick. There's nothing wrong with highlighting that certain figures were actually dicks.
Although I feel as though I have none of it left to live.
None of it left.
Sorry about the sneak peek. Every moment
Yeah.
will be precious.
Not a great idea to show someone the future.
Remember me. Just don't lose hope.
Too late.
Keep doing that writing thing.
Yeah, you'll be good at it. Just don't mention Frankenstein. And don't snog Byron.
So full of weirdness, Siberium, you know, the bones and Shelley floating about. Reanimate a couple of stiffs just to bring the Asani.
But
Little kid.
so okay, sorry, I just heard it. So there was reanimating the bones, but
Beady eyes. Made the room go Arctic.
uh,
I'm not sure they did.
No, come on, Doc.
Again,
Jump in with a rational explanation. I mean,
so are those gonna be left a mystery, or I guess they are. I really can't see this as anything more than just deliberately being left as a mystery to throw people off.
You don't need
Don't see the point, to be honest.
cyber war zones and people don't mix.
Yeah, it's a good point.
2020.
Oh, we can use Shelley's numbers. Coordinates, right?
Yeah. So they're gonna trick her into guilt her into taking them with her. I don't know. I mean, they're always going with them. And here we are at the conclusion.
The chaos of hard
And so what?
sailorless lay rotting
See, now I just want to know what
and their masts
story he's reading,
piecemeal. As they
and
passed, they slept
what exactly is the
without a surge.
purpose of this. Is it just the friends? Because sure, there are more people in there than than the people we were looking at.
The winds
Yeah,
withered in
there
the
were.
stagnant
Sorry,
air,
not paying attention.
perished. Had no need of
And what story is that? That's another question. It's probably worth knowing. And just a bit of a test. Okay, so I have been Doctor Who commentator. Not much to commentate on as much as I thought I would today. I am also on the Omega Files, which I'll be doing very shortly. Hope you enjoyed this commentary as much as I enjoyed making it. Hope the BBC don't block it. So now with that in order, let's move on to the trailer for the next episode. Here we come. And so here we are. The Cyber War looks like Earth. Varying time periods, but that's a cyber ship, obviously. Well, couldn't be anything ever. Oh, the Cyberman. Goodbye.